Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Four news stories for you. Firstly, Ethiopia is deporting hundreds of Eritreans. It is being reported by an international organization which Eritreans are being deported illegally residing in Ethiopia, who illegally entered Ethiopia. Do they have any rights? Can Ethiopia do that? And are these Eritreans going to be, or already they are, being the victims of ongoing tensions between Eritrea and Ethiopia? I read a video about three Eritreans killed in Addis Ababa 2 days ago. No clarification from the government so far. Secondly, viewers, Tigray interim president Getachew trying to tighten his hold on the government, not interested in steering the region to the next election. Yesterday, on Wednesday, a meeting of Tigray Transitional Tigray Interim Council meeting was held, which seems to be a body Getachew is trying to establish to delay the election. Thirdly, Ethiopia has conducted airstrikes in Somalia. Airstrikes were conducted on Wednesday. What was the target? And lastly, a police officer has been caught red-handed, reportedly smuggling weapons in Addis Ababa. Joar also posted on the topic. I've received an update about the whereabouts of this police officer. Where is he? Has he been released? Is he still in custody? Who is he? What was he doing? Which types of weapons was he smuggling, etc.? Let's start, viewers. Firstly, it seems that Eritreans living in Ethiopia could be the victims of ongoing Eritrea-Ethiopia tensions. It will be difficult for them to stay neutral. Ethiopian government would like to use them against Eritrean government. Ethiopian government would like to use them to be part of Eritrean opposition groups, which have started activities to organize themselves for an armed movement starting from Ethiopian Afar region. They cannot return to their country. They fled their country. Some of them fear that if they return to their country, they could be thrown in prisons. Last time, too, I think when Eritrea and Ethiopia fought in 1998, thousands of Eritreans suffered in Ethiopia. Ethiopia is deporting Eritreans now. Though there are over 100,000 Eritrean refugees in Ethiopia, Ethiopia cannot deport all of them. But I think messaging is there. Ethiopian government is sending a message to Eritreans in Ethiopia that they'll have to work with Ethiopian government if they want to continue staying or living in Ethiopia. 600 Eritreans have been deported from Ethiopia in the last 3 months. Confirmed. Who confirmed that? Amnesty International has submitted a report about human rights situation in Eritrea and in Ethiopia. And the report was submitted to UN Human Rights Council. The report confirmed that in the last 3 months, Ethiopia deported 600 Eritreans. Amnesty condemned it, saying that refugees' rights are not being respected in Ethiopia. The report mentions deportation of Eritreans from Turkey too. Eritrean refugees were deported from Turkey as well, according to this report by Amnesty International. Ethiopia never admits that it is deporting hundreds of Eritreans, but I did some videos in recent months. I told you about Eritrean refugees being arrested, especially from Addis Ababa, bundled up in vehicles and then just left on a far Eritrea border. Uh, I personally think that so far no large-scale campaign of deportation of Eritreans has not begun. Basically, Ethiopian government wants to use these Eritreans against Eritrean government. So they'll have to align with Ethiopian government's policies or they face the risk of deportation, it seems. Secondly, viewers, Tigray interim president Getachew is strengthening newly established Tigray Interim Council. This council was established to take the role of Tigray Regional Council, which does not exist because 2020 election was declared null and void by Ethiopian parliament. Interim government was established in Tigray, but no regional council could be established. Tigray President Getachew Reda and General Sadkan Deputy President proposed the idea of establishment of a body to represent Tigray to make big decisions. So they proposed the idea of establishment of Tigray Advisory Council, which was renamed to Tigray Interim Council. Military is boycotting this council. It is not part of the council. TPLF Debrecen is not part of the council. Getachew is trying to expand the council. He is asking groups from different parts or from different areas of society to join this interim council. Salse Vujene, if you remember, announced to join interim council. It has become part of it because it joined yesterday's, it attended yesterday's session of Tigray interim council. Muslim community was also invited to be part of interim council, and yesterday voting was held and Muslim representative also became part of Tigray interim. Tigray Chamber of Commerce representatives joined interim council yesterday. Government employees union representatives also joined interim council yesterday. So organizations from different areas of the region are being invited to join the council. But two main players still are not part of the council. One is military, second one is TPL, the Debrecen wing. Getachew wants to strengthen this body to use it against TPLF to delay the election. He should focus on strengthening local bodies which will hold election. He should steer the region towards election, but he is working to introduce large-scale reforms. Reforms which should be introduced by the new government, which will be elected government. But so far, no signs of election as TPLF is split. It is still unrecognized. Not unrecognized, it registered as a new party, but it refuses to accept the registration. It risks losing its status as a political party. This month is crucial. Next month is crucial. We could see a decision by NABE to ban TPLF. TPLF has been banned from conducting political activities last month. NABE banned TPLF. Thirdly, viewers, certain stories about Ethiopia, certain stories about a police officer who has been arrested in Ethiopia for selling weapons. By the way, I did some videos in the past. I told you that one of the sources of weapon purchases for these armed groups in Ethiopia is Ethiopian security force. Ethiopian National Defense Force, Ethiopian police, they sell weapons. I confirm that I did videos on that in the past. It's a business for ENDF. It's a business for police as well. So it means armed groups can as easily acquire weapons. They can buy weapons from ENDF. And they capture weapons during attacks too, during their ambush attacks, during their attacks on weapon storage sites too. and they buy weapons from abroad as well. Tigray now has lots of weapons. You can buy weapons from there too. Tariko Darbab is police commissioner, East Shore Zone police commissioner. Tariko was arrested this week in Addis Ababa. He is basically based in Oromia, but he was arrested in Addis Ababa on the charges of smuggling weapons, illegally selling weapons. Weapon being sold by Tariko or on their way towards Amhara region. So maybe some groups in Amhara bought the weapon shipment sold by Tariko Darbab. Where is he? He was arrested by Ethiopian federal police. You can see his picture on thumbnail. But no announcement so far, no details shown so far. People say that he has been released. We don't know, but people say that he's very close to Oromia regional president, Oromia regional top men in security, and some say very close to Ethiopian PMI. In Ishoa, Bate Orgasa was shot dead, was murdered, was assassinated, OLF leader. And OLA accused government security forces of killing Bate Orgasa. This man was working as a police commissioner in Ishoa. It means he's very close to Ethiopian government. Will he face any trial? Will he be punished or will he be released? Has he already been released? I have heard that he has been released, but still we're waiting for more confirmation. Lastly, viewers, Ethiopia has joined air campaign to target Al-Shabab in Somalia. On Wednesday, Ethiopian Air Force conducted airstrikes on Al-Shabab targets in Middle Shabelle. This is the first time in months that Ethiopia has deployed its air assets to support Somalia's government. US has also been conducting airstrikes in Somalia, but the participation of Ethiopian Air Force matters a lot because it is easy to mobilize Ethiopian Air Force to conduct airstrikes in Somalia. Ethiopia has huge military presence, Air Force presence too in Somalia. In Middle Shabelle, Al-Shabab fighters recaptured several towns in recent months. Al-Baraf is one of them. Biyo Ede second town, El Ali Ahmed third. Now reinforcements are being sent from Heran, from Galgadud to Middle Shabelle to counter Al-Shabaab's expanding operations there. Ethiopian military now has managed to ensure its presence in Somalia. Ethiopia and Somalia signed status of force agreement a few days ago. Thousands of Ethiopian troops will continue being part of peacekeeping mission in Somalia. After successful talks between the two countries, Ethiopia deployed its air assets. And that is why Ethiopian fighter jets and bombers are now involved. Ethiopian bombers conducted strikes on Al-Shabaab targets in Middle Shabelle on Wednesday. If civilians die in these strikes, it could have a backlash too for Ethiopian government because Al-Shabaab uses Ethiopia as a propaganda tool, saying that Ethiopia is killing Somalis, that Ethiopia wants to annex Somali territories. Ethiopia force will have to be very careful. If any civilian damage happens, we could see a campaign by Al-Shabaab for more recruitments, using Ethiopia as a threat for Somalis. Thanks for watching.